Marvel just confirmed what fans have been whispering about for years. After Avengers Secret Wars, the MCU as we know it will change forever. Not just new heroes, not just new villains, but a soft reboot, one that risks rewriting everything from Iron Man's sacrifice to Thanos' snap. Dead heroes could return. Past battles may never have happened. And the Infinity Saga, the most sacred chapter in Marvel history, could be undone. So here's the question, is Marvel about to fix the MCU or destroy its greatest achievement? The report comes from Alex Perez, an industry insider and writer for the Cosmic Circus. According to him, multiple heroes and villains who died will be brought back after Secret Wars because the reset will change how past events played out. That means Tony Stark, Scarlet Witch, Thanos, even Quicksilver could all reappear in the MCU's new timeline. Kevin Feige has already hinted at this shift, calling it a future of singular timelines. But here's the shocking part. Marvel isn't just resetting the Multiverse Saga, they might rewrite the Infinity Saga itself. That's the risky gamble. Because if the very story that built Marvel into a $29 billion franchise no longer happened the way we remember it, does the MCU still matter the same way? Let's start with why. Marvel has entered Phase 7, and the X-Men are finally on the horizon. But here's the problem. Many of the characters that should define the X-Men era are already dead in the MCU. Scarlet Witch, Iron Man, even Thanos, whose presence shaped decades of comics that cross into mutant territory. For Marvel to cash in on the X-Men, they need these characters alive and active. That's why Feige floated ideas of recasting Tony Stark and Steve Rogers. It's why Scarlet Witch's death feels temporary. And it's why the word reset keeps coming back. Marvel doesn't just want to add the X-Men, they want the dream lineup. Avengers, mutants, villains, all sharing the same stage. To do that, they have to bend and maybe even break the canon. If you're enjoying this breakdown and want more cinematic deep dives into Marvel, make sure you subscribe to Prime Picks. Your multiverse of stories starts here. But here's where things get dangerous. The Infinity Saga isn't just Marvel's foundation, it's pop culture history. Endgame worked because every callback, every sacrifice had weight. If you erase those consequences, what happens to the emotional impact of those films? Imagine rewatching Endgame knowing Tony's sacrifice was reset, or Wanda's tragedy undone, or Thanos casually alive again. Suddenly, 20 years of storytelling feel negotiable, less permanent, almost meaningless. That's the paradox. To build the MCU's future, Marvel risks unraveling the very past that made fans fall in love in the first place. So how does Marvel actually pull this off? The theory points to Avengers Secret Wars as the reset button. With Franklin Richards rumored to play a role, Marvel could collapse the multiverse into singular timelines, self-contained realities where continuity is rewritten. That way, Scarlet Witch is alive. Thanos never snapped. Tony Stark might still exist. Maybe not played by Robert Downey Jr., but someone in the armor. And going forward, the X-Men, Avengers, and every character Marvel owns would finally share the same continuity. Clean slate, infinite possibilities. But there's a catch. Marvel can't afford to wing it. The Multiverse Saga already felt messy and improvised. This reset has to be planned, down to who lives, who stays dead, and which history still matters. Because this chance, they don't get it twice. Marvel stands at a crossroads. Secret Wars could either unify the MCU for the next 20 years, or erase the emotional legacy of the last 20. Will fans embrace the return of icons like Tony Stark and Wanda Maximoff? Or will rewriting the Infinity Saga feel like Marvel is tearing down its own temple? One thing's certain, after Secret Wars, the MCU will never look the same again.